Well, many of you have reached out to us concerned about the potential funding impacts across President Donald Trump's administration, especially with the National Institutes of Health.
Now, First Alert 6 is working to get some clarity. Our Bella Caracta tells us how local researchers are reacting.
Up to 70% of Creighton University's research is funded by the National Institutes of Health.
Huge discoveries in biosciences, healthcare, medicine come from NIH funding, and those things are absolutely essential to move us forward.
Many students come to the university for their research opportunities.
Here at Creighton, we're studying hearing and hearing loss. We have a huge grant from the NIH that funds that work. Many people are supported by that. But other really important areas that need to keep progressing forward would be cancer research, and we have a lot of faculty studying that, antibiotic resistance, Parkinson's disease.
The latest information they have, communication with the NIH is on pause. So is travel.
Keeping abreast, checking our email every 2 minutes to make sure we know what the current status is.
Right now, people are still in the lab.
We're just sticking to the research and moving forward, hoping for the best.
In Omaha, Bella Caracta, First Alert 6.
This week, the Nebraska University System and UNMC released general guidance. They say they're monitoring the impact a shift in federal funding priorities could have on their research.